Hello, everyone. Welcome again to the Buzz Expo. We are, and I am, happy to welcome an old friend of BUZZ.travel to speak today. Abdul Sacoor, founder of marketingmentor.travel. Some of you may already know him from the great past webinars he held for our members. And for today, he has prepared something special to support you. A sales skill masterclass, how to win a digital negotiation. Welcome, Abdul.
Hi, Marcus. It's great to be here. Congratulations for the Buzz Expo. It's a really exciting event.
Oh, thanks. That's great to hear. So, what are you going to tell us today?
So today, it's a very special webinar. It's actually dedicated to everyone that is trying to negotiate online and wants to know more about negotiation hacks, persuasion skills, and everything that is necessary to close a deal online.
That seems to be very necessary at the moment. Much needed.
Definitely. I believe so.
I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Sure.
There we go.
Okay. So I believe you can all see my screen now.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So today I'm going to talk about the sales skills. This masterclass is intended to help you during a negotiation. There are different channels that are being used for communicate with people nowadays, but we're going to focus on negotiation by email. So a quick introduction about myself. My name is Abdul Sacoor. I'm originally from Portugal. I have the hope that you will believe when I say to you that I have much more hair than the baby in the picture when I was a baby born. Yeah, I mean, I've been traveling around as well. And currently I am very much focused and very passionate about negotiation hacks, and I work as a digital marketing and sales coach. I've been always interested in psychology, body language, and persuasion. So I think this is some of the skills that you need when you build confidence when you're trying to close a deal. So I keep travel in my radar since 2004, not only at the personal level, but also professional level. So in terms of living abroad, traveling around in Europe, Africa, Asia, some places in Africa as well. So yeah, travel has been my passion. It's something that I've done in the past, and hopefully we can all do in the near future as well. So I've been working with companies, tourism offices, travel and tourism consultancy companies as well, and helping them get more from their activities online, and also trying to improve their digital marketing presence, their online presence, getting more leads, and also getting more and more engagement from their followings. So you can also find me through my company pages on Facebook and LinkedIn at Marketing Mentor for Travel Professionals. And yeah, just a little extra, I'm a languages freak. I speak quite a few languages. I'm passionate about networking and talking with people from different cultures. So yeah, that has been my passion for many years. So what is the agenda today? We're going to talk about top challenges in an online negotiation, being prepared to skip face-to-face introductions with the unprecedented times that we're living today. It becomes more and more difficult to meet people face-to-face. So we need to adjust to that, and we need to have a plan B if we want to interact at a more online level. We're going to learn as well on how to leverage the power of email, how to achieve a win-win negotiation, building rapport, becoming a virtual partner, and why you need to celebrate your outcome. It seems as a short presentation, but my intention was to do it short and sweet so that you can take notes and learn the most possible you can from this presentation. So be prepared and let's get back to work. I think it's very important to consider the type of challenges when you're trying to negotiate with someone by email. You have a lot of obstacles. It's a slow process, so it's a step-by-step process. Emails going back and forth takes a little bit of time. We always have to be waiting, and it's not something that we could do normally if we were face to face. You have to consider that there is no emotional expression. So everything that you used to do to communicate your habits, your expressions, this is all absent. So you have to put all the emotions aside and try to approach all the negotiation process with a more logical point of view. Consider also that the message can be edited or shared because in a meeting, if we go to meet someone at the office, we have a talk and that's it. But in this case, no, the message is registered. Your emails are registered, can be even saved in a cloud software and can be shared. So yeah, there is this kind of obstacles. People sometimes feel reluctant for it, and that's why most of the businesses fail. There is a flood of information online. So how will someone prioritize contacting with Y or Z person? Okay, it's very difficult. Unless we don't have a clear strategy, it's very difficult to get someone attention online. It's hard to build rapport. There is an absence of body language, the same as emotional expression as well, because the way you communicate using your hands, eye to eye contact, and also trying to, convince someone with your presence, with your personality, this is completely absent. Word typos, mistakes, and corrections. Whatever you say in the email, obviously you can correct it, but it can create some room for error. So you really need to be careful with that. And also, the information can be misinterpreted if not written correctly. So these are the obstacles. Of course, there are much more, but the ones that we can spot when trying to um, negotiate with someone uh, is, um, is this all listed here, and it's something that you need to think about it before actually starting to connect with someone. So based on all this, what should we do? It's quite complicated, right? Where do I start? This is the big question. But let me think. If I want to negotiate, and at least I need to have some kind of connection with the person, right? Because we need to have things in common. We need to share things in common. We need to have like a foundation to start a conversation. So, where do I start? First, I would suggest to start by your online profile because in a face to face negotiation, you start by introducing yourself. It's simple as that. But in the digital world, people want to see your LinkedIn profile, right? They want to see your name, they want to see your picture, okay? And they want to know why you are valuable to them, okay? That's why it's very important that you keep this information up to date. You keep your skills section up to date. You recommend and you ask for recommendations. Because in the end, we are not doing businesses with brands or logos. We are doing, people are doing businesses with people. So we need to give an authentic and credible online presentation before going into a negotiation. Okay? I have here an example of a very popular recruiter which has a very nice profile. He's even listed on the 10 best profiles on LinkedIn. His headline is very catchy, I would say, because the way he shows his joy and the way he shows his passion about his work is very good. And then it's also attracting nice recommendations. Besides that, it has a section with skills and endorsements because in the end, people want to see as well if you have competences that will help them achieve their goals. So an endorsement is actually a visa for collaboration, and the network that you have of people that recommend you will want to make other people work with you. So this is very important that you have your online profile up to date before trying any initiative for collaboration or for negotiation. Okay, but then I've done that. What is my next step? What should I do? Maybe if I want to negotiate with someone, maybe I will just do something. uh, Instead of me going to his door, I'm going to see who is knocking on my door. Let me see who's viewed my profile. Ah, Marcus Scheffer from BUZZ.travel. Incredible. I knew it. He was actually looking into my profile. But maybe he's interested to see if I can help him, if I can do something for him. And maybe he believes that I can help him. Maybe he believes that I can solve his problem. Yeah. Why not taking advantage of that? So let me start by approaching him with a great starter. And now I'm starting the video.
Shafa, am I pronouncing your name correct? Hey, Marcus Shafa, am I pronouncing your name correctly? I really hope so. Listen, I've seen that you've attended my Sales Masterclass workshop at the BUZZ Expo on June 30th. Is it correct? I really hope you've enjoyed the session. Listen, let's have a chat on Monday, July 6th. What do you think? I'm sending you my booking registration link down below, okay? Let's have a chat, it will be fun.
So I wanted to break the ice, and I've sent him a video, and I even sent him a booking registration link to attend our meeting on Monday. So fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. Ah, surprise, surprise. He already responded to my email, to my message. Hi, Abdul. I hope you are doing fine. Did you receive my latest email? So, yes, he's very anxious, and I'm also very anxious. We should really, really start to connect, and maybe there is an opportunity for me. Okay. So, it's very important that whenever we approach someone and we do a video like this, that we mention the name of our prospect, because there is nothing more personal than our own name, correct? So and because we want to build trust in the online world, we want to build trust. So it's very important that the first impression that you give to your lead, to your prospect, to your potential customer is by saying his name. There is no risk of you not knowing his name if you already seen his profile. So it's something that you have to consider whenever you approach him. Um, you should set an informal and relaxed tone. Okay, we still don't want to give the idea that we are selling something. So we need to set an informal and relaxed tone first of all, and then give a prospect a reason to initiate a purposeful connection with us. Because um, when you try to approach a prospect, we also need to show them some context. This is very important because, like I said, we want to have things in common with our prospect, with our future customer. So it's important that you give them a reason to contact us, and that we are valuable for a future conversation with them. I give you another example. We can also try to approach our prospect by email as well. So I have here an example. I'm going to read it very quickly. So your LinkedIn post discussing how your company is struggling to overcome business travel in December, that's just one example, made me think of others I know experiencing the same frustration. What seems to work is when companies tackle these three core issues: uncertainty about the health measures in destination queue, airlines refunds, flights availability in December to queue, so destination queue. Let me know if you'd like me to send the ultimate business travel guide 2020 my company put together that spells out to effectively address these issues. Regards, and your name. So here we are approaching by email by giving some context, by also addressing specific issues that he's having and how we can solve those issues. Okay, so at this point of time, you're just connecting by email. After you had a first approach, maybe by video, or maybe after your first email, now you have to really take advantage of all the features that email is giving you. So the email, in terms of opportunities, allows you to plan your responses. So it's a process of back and forth. So it gives you time to plan your responses. It allows you to discuss long topics in your own schedule, gives credibility through documents, maps, or statements. You're trying to sell a house or you're trying to sell a hotel. Okay, you need to give them some financial background, financial statements. It's just an example, yeah, but it's really important that you show that you have all the materials available to corroborate your opinion, your statement in the email. The way you dispose the information in the email, highlighting some important items in bold or italic or text, are also very important. And you can set the foundation for the items to be agreed and define a time cycle to transition to a more direct conversation through call or video when you're a stage to a close or postpone the deal. So I've been working with some companies which they get to a stage where they are okay. So we've agreed 3, 4, 5 points. Now what should we do? Okay, he's reluctant to say yes, yes, no. Maybe to break the ice, just why not giving him a quick phone call? Why not maybe just sending him a voice message on WhatsApp? Okay, and try to see how things are. Okay, because sometimes we don't want to make it that it's only we are trying to get our way around just by these conditions, but we need to emphasize the fact that we are humans as well, and we are on top of this, and we want to make it happen as soon as possible. So it's important that you understand this stage during the process of negotiating by email. A very important thing as well that email allows you is that wherever you write is registered, even if it is in the cloud. It's also good if you have a software, because that will help you keep efficiently organized with all the documentations regarding a specific deal, agreement, or negotiation. Now, how can you really achieve a win-win negotiation? The first point I would say is to collect qualified data about your audience prior to composing the message. And that's why I've mentioned that the first thing that it's important to do is that you build your online profile, because then when you know that someone is looking into your online profile, you can also check their online profile. Okay, and this will give you information that you need to understand a little bit more about his background, about his professional experience, about his professional background. So it's very important that you understand your audience. It's very important you understand your customer. It's important that you understand who you are doing business with. So that's really the first point I would suggest you to do. The second thing is to authenticate your digital correspondence with a software like DocuSign or other emails authentication method. That will give you some reliability in terms of digital correspondence. It's not something that you're just chatting about. It's actually something official, and you need to make sure that it's very well highlighted in the email that you're sending to him. Ask relevant questions and take time to study the answers. Now you have all the time, okay? You sent an email, you received the feedback. It's important that you analyze item by item because you have the time. You have the time to do it. Ask for confirmation if an item seems unclear. Sometimes we are in the process of just reading out all the items, prices, volume, quantities, location. But it seems so much information that there might be some information that is not very clear for us. So it's very, very important that if we have any question, maybe pick up the phone and have a call and ask him, is this clear or not? Or maybe just send a different email about this, okay? So that everything is clarified. Use time in your favor. So have you seen time can be an obstacle. It can be a very step-by-step process, a slow process, but also you can use it in your advantage, in your benefit. The most feedback and the most valuable feedback that you give to your prospect, the higher the probability of him answering you. Pick up the phone if you need a short clarification, or just send a voice or video message. Okay, I've been working with companies that they use these very concise techniques. They look very straightforward and very simple, but in fact, when you are in the process of writing 5 to 10 emails per day, and in the end you have more than 40, 50 emails, which can happen, which can really happen because you have to agree in many items which are not clear, then it's very important that you do this step by step. You take the time so that you can prepare all the information that you and materials that you want to give to your prospect and achieve a successful negotiation. In a favorable post-negotiation scenario, if you actually achieved a deal, why not maybe sending a handwritten note to your prospect, thanking him for the long back and forth emails enclosed to your contract? Because now you're all tired. Yeah, you're just very, very tired of this process, and you want to get things done. So now is the process of signing the contract, signing the documentation, scanning everything. So it's a good time to show that there is a personal touch from your side, that you are appreciative of all the effort that has been done. So why maybe not write on your own handwritten type calligraphy a small note to your current client now? Because now that you've achieved something positive, it's time to celebrate your outcome. It's time to show them some love. Why not celebrating your outcome by sharing your achievement? Write reviews, highlight the benefit in working with them, publish a blog about your relationship with your client, use mentions and tag features to highlight your client's accomplishments. Show the progress you've made, but keep your goals up to date. It's important that you build a foundation for future businesses with the same client, and also attract new businesses, new people that are interested in your way of doing things and the way that you work. This is very important nowadays because we want to feel comfortable with someone that has a good uh, profile, has a good profile and has a good achievement list in their social channels. So as you see, we had a very successful webinar, but obviously, you want to promote your partnership from the moment that you start to build something with someone. Then you really need to emphasize and highlight the fact that we are in this together and we achieved something together. So it's really positive that you promote that flow of positiveness and flow of confidence and trust with your partner now that you achieved something with him. And this will reflect in your reviews as well, in the ways that people will talk about you, in the ways that people want to know more about your work, about your company, about the way you do your job and the way that you can create value for them in the future. So this was just a taste. If you want to know more, because there are much more techniques which are part of this presentation. This was just some small advices for the purpose of this masterclass. But if you want to learn more sales hacks and techniques, how to master the science and art of negotiation, if you want to get more persuasion skills, even email writing skills, you can visit my website on marketingmentor.travel. Solutions and sales skills training from zero to sales expert. There are more masterclasses coming soon. If you're interested to knowing more, you can just be with your eyes open. There will be more courses. 5 rules for a successful negotiation on LinkedIn, how to win a negotiation by video conference. You can always subscribe to our newsletter. And yes, please connect with me. I look forward to know more about your business and to help you however we can. So my next event will be on Thursday. I'll really look forward to it. And it has been a very exciting time to be in this Buzz Travel Expo. I've seen so many interesting discussions from different backgrounds and from different countries. It has been really, really amazing to be here. And I really want to give a special thanks to the Buzz Travel team and everyone that has organized this. Thank you very much. A big fat thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdul. This had been, again, well, we know each other for some time now. Again, very, very interesting, I have to say. And it's a pleasure, of course, having you here talking. And I think especially this one here really gave everybody something in their hands that can really more or less easily use to be more successful. So thank you a lot for sharing that with us. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on Thursday then in the next event we have. This will be very, very interesting as well. I know that. And as Abdul already mentioned, he will be around on the Expo. Just get on his profile. You have at any time the possibility to get connected, to ask for a talk, for example. So feel free to do that, especially with Abdul, if you really want to get into that topic. And of course, to everybody else who all have their booths here. Feel free to connect. And Abdul, thanks once again. See you on Thursday.
Thank you very much, Marcus. It has been a really great pleasure to be here. Thank you very much, and have a great day.
I wish you the same, and to everybody else, of course, as well. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye-bye.
See you. Cheers. Bye-bye.